There goes another one! I've had it with these little monkey things. You kill one and there's like 3 more.
Little monkey things? Oh, you mean pygmies? Are they great? This one's Missy, this one's Havel, and I call this one Bitey.
Man, you've been keeping them in the house? They're breeding in the walls, man.
Marvyn, would you care to explain why there is now a hole in my office?
That ain't no office. What kind of office is full of bourbon and ball gags?
Well, it's where I do most of my work. The wall.
You hadn't noticed these little 2-legged rats running around the house, eating all the food, leaving the little presents in the carpet? There's like 6 of them in the glue trap here. Prancing around at night, inventing little knives, throwing lightning bolts, and racking up long-distance charges on the phone. This the borrower shit's gotta stop, man.
I kind of like the lightning. Tickle. Oh, I love you though, buddy.
See that, Phil? Tivon's face can't take it beating like that.
I've seen worse. Look, I have some spare, adhesive tape and, belts.
Sex toys won't save us this time, Phil. Something's changed. Eons of nothing not happen in no time. Gray skies every day. And now there's sunlight and people and bullshit. This time, we gotta do something. We gotta leave the house.
Whoa, that
hold on
is
there,
outrageous.
man.
Let's not get crazy.
We must discover the secret of where these people came from. Ah! And who told them about the lightning?
We should stop and get gas station candy.
Oh yeah, I love candy. Like chocolate hollows.
I love chocolate hollows. Oh wait, I'm thinking of chocolate holes. That's another thing.
Yeah, let's stop talking now. Pushing my tape.
Alright. This goes out to Calamity, Gavin D, and my mama back in the R-Street ghetto that I don't have because we don't got no mamas because we stoned. But I got you, mama, and you with our stone, stand on in. Oh! Yeah!
Oh yeah, good song.
Oh, what's wrong? I got some stuff in here.
Oh man, I don't need Dragon Police in my life today. Sir, are you aware that you were doing 55 in an era in which cars do not exist?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I forgot.
Well, don't drive too near Drangleic. You'll forget more than that.
Oh, no, sir.
Oh,
We would
no.
Never.
Hell no.
Never.
You fellas have a good day.
Thank you, officer. We were afraid you would search the vehicle and find all of Phil's humanities and firekeeper souls, and all that sex stuff.
What was that? No, he didn't say nothing, officer. Just telling dumb jokes. We don't want to waste time for your busy day of serving the public.
Well, don't you always say the police are just a bunch of insecure high school dropouts that want to use total strangers and a loaded gun to live out their power fantasies because the only thing they were ever any good at was being underqualified at everything except for murdering innocent minorities?
No. Sir's I gonna need you to step out of the car. Ow! 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 No! Please don't beat me! Ow!
Let's build this up.
Whew, I'm getting tired. Dispatch, subject is armed, repeat armed. He's spitting fire. Come on, man, we're dragons. We all do that. Shots fired, shots fired. Let this shit turn into political commentary. Officer down.
We should just leave.
Yeah.
He's really moved up in the world, hasn't he? Good for him. You do have to admire the gathering together of so much knowledge.
Man, my face still hurts. Let's get it over with.
And when the ducks found the ugliest duckling, he had transformed into a beautiful swan. And the swan had discovered the secret relationship between magic and the soul, and used his new powers to destroy them all. And also, he impregnated the giant sexy goddess in a totally consensual way, and also had laser eyes installed, and robot dinosaur rocket legs, with flames painted on the sides. The end. I like that story.
Oh shit, he got him too.
Hi, Steve. I felt bad about dropping by. Breaking in uninvited. So I bought you these slippers, and this reading lamp. Oh, wait. It's alright, Tivon. I built him this plank of wood with wheels on it, and a hearing cone.
He ain't deaf, dumbass. He's just ugly.
And Blinding ain't got no legs.
Yeah, we covered this.
I am rather surprised by the size of these books, and none of them are in Braille. Between this and the no eyes, this raises a lot of questions. I think he was using these things. A new friend from Parody. That thing has 6 eyes, Tivon. They may not be meant to be put together.
Oh look, he's hugging Missy.
Yeah, he is.
That ain't hugging. Why's he got so many missies around here? Some of them are looking kinda octopusy.
Octopussy. Seath, I misjudged you. You're blind, crippled, and a pervert.
What the hell is
If thou
this?
seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
What the hell's going on in this dark mansion on the hill? Is nothing sacred?
Oh, okay, this is too much now. I just feel uncomfortable.
No, this place is great.
Now I can start a whole colony. No, Tivon, that is not the dragon way. Some holes must remain unplugged.
Seath, you's a fucked up digger, I tell you what.
Come on, man. That's a hurtful word.
Man, shut up! Then again, her tail's awfully fluffy though.
No, Marv.
Thanks for having us over, Seath. Always great to see you. It always makes me feel better about my own self-image.
Enjoy fucking these pygmy rat things or whatever it is you're. Oh, he's got snake people too. Yeah, let's just go.
Oh, Seath, how's it feel to be forever alone?
That was uncalled for. You actually hurt his feelings. Here's your present, Seath. Let me light that lamp for you.
Oh no, the bitch is archived. The annals of lonely bastards will be lost forever. Oh well, gotta run.
Is that rock monster made out of urine?
Let's go!
It occurs to me that we did not ask about the pygmies.
No, we did not do that. Chosen undead, you must succeed.
Dragon,
them.
Jesus, fuck, what is that?
It's the Peter's deity. I'm sorry, O Great One. Azura's star will surely be filled by tonight, I assure you.
There's some weird shit going on in this aquarium.
Whoa, wait. I'm 2,000 years too early. Damn. I really wanted to set a guy on fire.
This one guy and this bird are getting along real good. Like, really good. A lot.
I'm sorry for the shit I did to those dogs in Ulasil, Master. I was extremely drunk
Got the
and...
goddamn trouser snake god, you jackass. Some sort of talking garbage can with teeth.
What? How could you say that?
Come on, man. This little guy's just feeding you shit.
Only for 50 souls?
You paying them to do it? Your breath smells like the septic tank from a new Londo brothel.
Yes. Look, I didn't say anything about your home smelling like human sweat and... bird sexual fluids. So I'll thank you.
Wait, hold on. What do you know about these little guys? Do you know where they came from?
Ah, yes. The pygmies. 4 divisions there are. Zombie fuckers called humans. An all-female group called the Witches that has a single guy in it made of lava for some reason. A bunch of flashlight-loving douchebags that call themselves gods. And a single guy made of possessive skeletons who run a nudist colony in a cave. I love them all. For reasons.
Wow, you know all that? Do you know what this is?
I think we all know what that is.
Come on, man. I'm finding little curly hairs all over my bath sink. Where'd they all come from?
Ah, yes. The first flame. Source of all life, death, light, and dark. You will find it in the Great Kiln, which is that one place past the dollar store. But if you go by the abortion clinic, you went too far.
Oh, is it that dollar store by PetSmart? I want to pick up some squeaky toys for Buddy and the gang.
No, that is an ancient Kinko's built eons ago. In the Grey Era, that was all before there was time. The other one across town. The one past the new bordello, since they made it legal in that one district.
Why'd they build a prostitution house next to an abortion clinic? It seems
Just
like
fucking go! I have come in search of the Dark Lord. No, you're 2,000 years too early. No, I'm right on time, if you get what I'm saying. My man. That's my testicle.
Well, time to burn the house down.
So, are we underground now, or in the sky? What's going on?
Use your imagination to fill in the blanks, Tivon.
There's a lot of blanks.
Hold up. There goes that fire thing right there.
Hard to miss it. Ain't nothing else down here but more pygmies. Floor sure is sticky.
Greetings.
Whoa, hold the stone.
You're sentient? Probably not, but I heard you making up lore without precedence, so why the hell not?
Yo man, we heard you were the one making all these pygmy things. Now we got these little cities behind the cupboard. Every time we turn on the lights, all you see is hair running under the fridge.
Yeah, and this light stuff started showing up around the same time.
And all record of memory.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where all this time was coming from.
My existence spread it all. Life, death, light, dark. Time and that white secretion you're stepping in. Don't track that on the carpet, by the way. That shit is hard to get out.
Wait, so where'd you come from? But if we murk your ass, we get rid of the rat monkeys?
I'm made of fire, dumbass. You gonna breathe fire on me? The dragon solution to everything?
What if we used this bucket of water?
Please stop that. I am eternal. Kind of, maybe.
Enough for a sequel?
No, but most people won't be paying enough attention to notice it makes no sense. And the flash in the pan magic of this era will be lost. It becomes apparent that the world is more concerned with making references to Berserk than its own artistic integrity.
I feel sad.
Okay, look, why the hell did you do all this?
Have you not noticed? Your old existence of sitting around eating bricks, staring at walls and playing Kingsfield has come to an end. Now you have refrigerators, floor arrangements, and abortion clinics. Which I'm not cool with, by the way.
Let's not get political again.
Long ago, an indeterminate amount of time ago, in fact, I had an idea. The first idea. An idea to create something called happening. Stuff would happen. Like ice cream, or academic dissertations, or puppies. And so I gave the 4 aspects of existence to these pygmies, so that they may one day create civilization, history, and all the other foundational elements that would lead to my true goal.
Your true goal?
To create TV, the internet, and booze.
We already have some of that. We're so close. He's a hero.
But the curly hairs, man.
Ask yourself this. Is having tiny people blasting music at 2 a.m. really that big a deal, when it is merely a byproduct of quality prime-time entertainment? Which is better, an endless expanse of gray ocean, skies, and rock, or what goes on in Philokolo's bedroom?
I think we should leave. We've all seen it, Phil. Don't be ashamed of your disgusting desires.
Well, very well. But that stuff hasn't been invented yet. What are we supposed to do till then?
You can slip and slide off my taint for all I care. Now unless you've got another 1,000 buckets of water, you can kindly fuck off.
Well now, hold on.
Fuck off!
I told you I'm not waiting around for Sanford and Son. I want to laugh. Tonight. Is this shit ready?
What is this anyway, Phil? For eons, all sapient life has longed for something greater. To break free from the terrestrial bonds of our world and set foot into the sea of stars, in search of one thing, and one thing alone. To find weird alien life, and to fuck that life, and make weird half-breed babies with whatever that shit is. Couldn't we also expand our knowledge and learn about the universe and ourselves? Yes?
Whatever, man, as long as we don't bring these little fuckers with us.
So I can't bring Body?
Body can lick the juice off my ass, Tivon. That son of a shocked my face for the last time. He lets us suck his own dick. I tell you what he can suck. He can let that shit off the widest edge of my dragon.
Jesus. I guess building a rocket out of archstone and gasoline doesn't work.
Motherfucker.
Now hear me out. Cryostasis.
Just get the fuck in.
Guys, we did it! We're in the future! Yes, terrible though it be.
Well, how about it? Can I Bing search naughty videos yet?
It kinda looks like they only invented Gothic architecture. Well, it's nice to look at, but it feels like it has no substance, you know?
Yes, there seems to be a lack of diversity. And while general behaviors are engaging, they lack depth, fairness, and everyday life is more about witlessly encouraging aggression without understanding it. Also, connecting with others is difficult and is only possible in specific areas, and the people you engage with are two-dimensional. The inherent hubris or driving flaw that made people from our own era parallel the thematic nature of our existence has instead been replaced with convolution of irrelevant history in a world that rightfully should be more about how people deal with the setting rather than why the setting exists in the first place.
That's pretty specific, Marv. Maybe you're just unskilled.
And maybe you're a half-wit that values style over substance.
Buddy, is that you?
Unless I found you, beast. Oh, the blood. That intoxicating aroma.
Sir, we are made of stone.
Oh, fools. This is a dream within a dream, conjured by eyes of the sky, born without a child.
Man, fuck you! You invent TV right now, you little bastard!
There's no root chalice for that bitch.